Yes, it is a dream grand final. Undoubtedly the two best teams of the year, and those two men will have a big say, Nathan Cleary and Adam Reynolds. But that's just one of a number of enticing man-on-man clashes. You think about the fullbacks, the 5/8s,
front rowers.
Well, the front rowers,
the middle forwards.
the middle players.
rowers.
That's where the game's going.
Carrigan and Yo. You look at the hookers. People don't even talk about the hookers. Billy Walters scored the first try.
Haas, Flegler,
Yeah.
Leota, Fisher Harris.
Wingers will decide the game in a way, like, whether they come up with their, if they catch in their bombs and they score a try with a kick or, seal the opportunity across the park.
What are your thoughts on how this is going to play? I mean, the exciting thing, I suppose, from an outsider is it's the most electrifying attacking team in Brisbane against the defensive wall of Penrith. It's an amazing mixture. And which of those styles is going to prevail?
Well, it's going to be very hot. Talking about kick-off time, it's going to be 28 degrees. I just think Penrith's defence, in the end, I think they can put pressure on Brisbane. I like Brisbane early in the week, but the longer the week's gone on, I just think the defence of Penrith.
They seem like they're unflappable, the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos or the Panthers?
The Broncos. Like for young blokes who haven't been in grand finals, only two players have played in the grand final, Kurt Capewell and Adam Reynolds. I wonder how the end of the week, because what happens in grand final week at the start of it, you just think, we're winning this. You think, how we're going to, what are we going to do when we celebrate? And then as you get closer to the game, you start twitching. And then all of a sudden, a few doubts come in, and it's about how you overcome those doubts. Penrith, they know it. They know how to do it. It's Broncos will then sort of go in and
on the
do the
Sunday,
nerves get to them.
On the Sunday footy show, myself, Billy and you debated about how to defend Reece Walsh. The amount of people said to me that was sensational.
Yeah.
And still, I think about Ivan Cleary has moved Stephen Crichton from the right side to the left side.
Yep.
Now, that's the side Reece Walsh loves to come around. Do you think that's deliberate? He's been putting him over there ready for this challenge?
I think he did it for Jerome, for that game
to
last
protect
week.
Jerome.
Yeah, and then, because what happened is, I'm pretty sure it's Tungall's right and Jerome's left. So you're nearly inviting people to come there. So if you put two injured players together, but
You think they'll go back to the old formation?
If you go over Stephen's career, he has played left wing, left centre, right wing. He's played across the whole lot.
What a player he is.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing I brought up was in State of Origin, they jammed him. He had no time. He just went. Poof. He had a split second, Reece Walsh, and he ended up in Cobbo and he broke a couple of tackles
in Adelaide.
So he should have got tackled, but at the end of the day, he can do some things that no one else has done before.
I would love to be in the meetings out there early in the week on the plan how to defend Reece Walsh.
Well, we spoke about it. If you don't have, and the beauty of James Fisher-Harris and Isaiah Yo is they have that knowledge and speed. They get up and put pressure on the early ball players.
It's amazing the contrast in these two fullbacks too, isn't it?
Oh, they're totally
could
different
not
players.
be any different, but the value they add to both of their teams. And Edwards, with respect to the way he organises the Penrith defence, it is absolutely imperative to their success. When he didn't play against Para, round 26, I think it was, they got absolutely blown away.
He's a front rower. He's a front rower, then he's like you said, he's the controller of their defence and their numbers. And he takes that tackle 5 hit more than anyone.
Look at this play.
And then he chases kicks.
Yeah.
And he circles around in attack and then gets on inside of Nathan and swings around the outside. His fitness level's incredible.
Is it the old adage, Andrew, that to take Walsh and Mam and those attacking players out of the game, you have to win the battle in the middle. So if Penrith can get the better of the Brisbane pack, that limits their opportunity.
They win. Yeah. The old saying, forwards decide who wins, backs decide by how much. Fisher, Harris, Leota, Yao. Them three up against Haas, Carrigan and Flegler. Who's got the advantage?
And then the bench come on. They play a huge part of the moment.
Let's talk about the middles. Who do you think?
Well, they're totally different. One's an experienced team who've all played in grand finals and the other one of these, the best young players in the game. The best young players in the game. Carrigan, Flegler, Payne. Mate, they're like, they're all over 100 kilos. Well, the two front rowers are 115 kilos.
The experience of Fisher Harris on the weekend.
Mate, open to 20 minutes.
31 minutes.
Search and destroy.
31 minutes, And then when Harry got on, he got to Harry about 3 or 4 times, knocked him over twice. And then his work at marker, that's where you don't see. Like, you're not sitting there looking at Fisher Harris, what he does at marker. Chase kicks, kickers, does everything. Just works.
So he's one of 13 players in the Penrith team that have grand final experience. This is their 4th in a row, as you know. This is the evolution of the Penrith lineup from the 2020 grand final, when they were beaten by Melbourne, to today. So that's how they lined up on that night at Accor Stadium. There's the changes. So a significant number of changes, but the core players, they all remain.
Geez, I reckon young Mule.
Yeah, but wasn't Crichton there in 2020? Crichton was there, so he just changed positions.
He changed positions.
Naden was there, wasn't he?
Name was on the bench.
He changed positions.
Geez, I feel a bit sorry for Zach Hosking.
Yeah.
Luke Garner's at 17.
I just think his versatility.
Yeah.
So Luke Garner has played twice now in the centres in a big game.
Yeah, but Zach Hosking played in the centres.
Yeah, I think they're just saying that Luke Garner actually goes better at the centres. I feel like they actually trust both of them to play in the back row, or Zach Hosking's even more so. But Garner gives you ability off the bench, I think, just actually a little bit quicker, I'd say. Same as Salmon. Salmon over the sort of from halfway through the year, he was like your original number 14. Tyrone Peachy played that role a lot.
They've got some depth, haven't they, Louis?
Well, Jack Cogger, Jack Cogger aimed up. Jack Cogger made the difference.
Where would this leave Penrith if they were to win this amongst the great teams? Bearing in mind it's been 40 years, this year, since Parramatta
Well, since the NRL era, what's that, 98? It's the best team there. Look, we had the Melbourne Storm team that played 4 in a row.
Yeah, that was 08, 09, around
6 to
there.
9.
6 to 9.
Yeah. The Roosters team, they played
We
in
did
3.
4 and 5.
And
Just
then,
2.
Then the more recent...
4 grand finals in 5 years.
Okay.
Then the more recent Roosters won back-to-back premierships.
No, I think this would be the best.
You agree with that, Brad?
So the one thing I do think is through this era, there's only been really a couple of teams, hasn't there? So there's been Penrith, Roosters, Melbourne.
Over the 25 years.
No, over this last 6 years.
Okay.
They've won the comp, pretty much. I think in different eras, like I think in those early years of 2000 and prior to that, there was like 10 good teams. You know, there was so many. I just feel like teams have got to the top and they can stay there. I think in other eras, like mid-90s to like, mid-2000s, it feels like everyone had a go. Every team was nearly in the grand final.
But there was more, would you say there was more quality players?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know why, but if you look between 05 and 2005, like everyone played in the grand final.
Yeah.
Like over the last 10
So
years,
Brisbane won in 2000.
5 or 6 teams.
Knights, Roosters and 02.
We got 96. So 96 was Manly, Newcastle, Brisbane, Melbourne, Roosters, whatever. So
Stephen Crichton scored 3 tries in 3 straight grand finals. Wonder if anyone's done 4.
Brett Kenny did 6 in 3 grand finals.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone scored. Has anyone scored in 4 straight grand finals?
No. No, that's what they're talking about.
Look at that. That would be... What about that for an effort, if he was able to do it? It's going to be a very memorable night on Sunday.
Did he play in 2000? I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
In 2020, he did.
Yeah, he scored 3 tries in 3 straight grand finals.
Yeah. So I think I saw a list. Is there 4 people that have done it?
So there
Brett Kenny's done 2 tries in 3 years consecutively.
Yes, but I'm wondering if anyone scored 4 tries or a try in 4 straight grand finals. Surely not.
Well, back to St George.
Well, maybe
You'd have to go to St George, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Back to the 50s. Well, it's a long, long time ago. We've had some fun. We haven't always made sense here on Freddy in the 8th. Believe it or not, here's some of the best bits. He's got a bit of the Richard Gears about him.
The gerbil.
What?
You know the rumour about Richard Gere.
Put a nail through his scrotum. He said, "This is what I'll do to play in the City team."
What?
Who's captain?
Yeah.
Bloody captain.
That's what happens when you get thrown in a jail in Mexico. There was a dude in the corner. He was a shocking look.
Take your pants off. How bad are my legs? They are old. When you're with someone drops their guts, and you go, "Oh, that stinks," and you go, "I've got to have a smell." Other than humans, they're the only other animal
That have sex
or mammal
for
that have
pleasure.
sex for pleasure.
I'll tell you what, I've got to say my llama proves that wrong. They're very horny and very aggressive. aggressive. That detail around holding people down, getting to marcus low, pulling each other off, it was bordering on ridiculous.
Go what?
Pulling people off the tackle.
With the finals around the corner, NRL on 9 has you covered.
From match highlights, press conferences, don't forget, Freddy in the 8.
Of course.
NRL on 9 has you covered for everything. One-stop shop.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a moment.